and we'll get to this in a second, but Dexter Lawrence, 4 assists, no solos, no tackles for loss, no sacks. Is he getting enough snaps? I think people on Twitter would say, nay, he needs more snaps. Who else has disappeared? Marcus Golden has just fallen off the face of the earth, and we'll get to that in a second with Paul Schwartz talking about the mysterious disappearance of Marcus Golden. And here's a not so fun fact. The 49ers did not punt in a game for the first time since week 16 of 1993. I'm trying to do the math. 27 years ago. Graham Gano, another good game. Had a long of 52. I didn't think he had it in him, and he did. Riley Dixon, and this is what's so mind-blowing. 1 punt. Say what you will about this offense, and there has been a lot said. But, whoa, dude. 1 punt in a 36-9 blowout? Something does, error 404 does not compute. Why is this happening? Another great punt, by the way, inside the 20, 54-yarder. No big deal. I mean, he's going to be a Pro Bowler again, I hope. But, I mean, there were games where he's punting 6, 7, 8 times a game, and we're going like 4 or 5 3-and-outs in a row. Does not feel like that's happening with this offense. As bad as we've been, Jones has figured out a way to pick up first downs or turn the ball over, which is another, that's also contributing to it. We can't overlook that. Corey Ballentine, I mean, I'm shocked this dude is still on the team. I feel for him, with everything he went through. And maybe that's having some, aftershocks, some, everlasting effects, but I don't know. I just think his window of opportunity is closing. So how'd the 49ers do on the flip side of things? Pretty damn good. I mean, they didn't run the ball that well. So I will give the run defense that. Mullens was 25 of 36, 343 and a touchdown. I mean, I keep underestimating Nick Mullens. This is not the first time we faced him. We faced him in 2018 with Manning, and I thought to myself, this is a sure win. I think we faced him in 2017. Did we face him in 2017 too? And he fucking crushed it? Yeah. So we lost him in 2017, and I was like, even though we stunk, I was like, if we don't win this, then the season's over. And of course, Mullens comes out and plays a great game, and I was like, okay, yeah, the season's over. And this is yet again, Mullens comes back and the season's over. And we almost lost them in 2018. If you remember correctly, Eli had to drive down with like 2 minutes left in the game and hit Sterling Shepard for the game-winning touchdown, which in my mind was like not a touchdown, but I was like, all right, I'll take it. So Mullens probably deserves way more cred than we're giving him. He has 275 plus passing yards in 5 of his last 6 starts. So Jimmy G don't work out. Mullens is not a bad option. And this goes towards what I was saying at the beginning. Like the 49ers are a team to reckon with. I'd be shocked if they don't make the playoffs. And if they do make the playoffs, I could see them winning a game or two because they have the depth. I mean, you saw it on full blast like Sunday. So Jerick McKinnon, who's been out of the freaking league for like 2 years, 14 carries, 38 yards and a touchdown. So he only averaged 2.7 yards a carry. Jeff Wilson burned us a lot in the passing game, but not so much in the running game. 12 carries, 15 yards. It was Brand Aiyuk, 3 carries, 31 yards and a touchdown on that. Beautifully designed, beautifully executed end around that pretty much sealed the Giants' fate. What an amazing play call that completely fooled everyone going one way, and you had 14,000 blockers against one defender out in the open. And again, Brandon Aiyuk had himself a day. 5 catches, 70 yards on 8 targets. I'd honestly, name did not stick out to me. Didn't think much of it, but I guess he's a rather high top prospect draft pick. Kendrick Bourne, 4 catches, 63 yards and 6 targets. Again, I said Jeff Wilson had a pretty decent day, catching the ball out of the backfield, three snags, 54 yards and a touchdown. Ross Dwelley looked like friggin' George Kittle. 4 catches, 49 yards. McKinnon had added 3 catches, 39 yards. So even Jordan Reed was kind of like ripping us up a little bit before he got hurt. So, lordy. So a lot of passes defended. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 passes defended. So again, I think that goes back and ties back into the Giants receivers just not being able to get separation. It's been a major flaw and criticism of this receiving crew that they can't get separation. Which when you go back to like draft talk, when we're talking about what we should draft and even my post-draft thoughts, I was like, interesting that we didn't target. I understand not going after a receiver in the first, second, or even maybe the third round, but I would have loved to get Chase Claypool. And turns out now Claypool is like one of the top 4 rookie wide receivers. And then he goes to Steelers and he ends up burning us. But, not drafting any receivers and then signing a bunch of undrafted free agent receivers. I mean, at this point, we're 0-3. The guys who got running routes now, not great. You might as well, all the guys, bring them up. Just have them run routes and see what can happen. So yeah, Robbie Gould 3 or 4, but that I don't put. It's not on him. I'm actually almost tweeted this, but I'm shocked that we didn't block every single one of his kicks. Every single one of his kicks, it looked like we had. The first kick, I think it was a field goal. It was like, how do you miss blocking that? And every ensuing kick after that, it was like, how are we missing these blocks? I'm flabbergasted how we did not block a kick. And then time of possession, yet again, the 49ers had almost 40 minutes with the ball. We had like 20 minutes. So brutal. And we touched on it before. Andrew Thomas. Maybe I'm too in lust with Andrew Thomas to see the real Andrew Thomas, but I just don't get the same vibe that I got from Eric Flowers. So I'm not seeing it yet. I've yet to see any video evidence of him really messing up and looking lost and getting beaten badly. I'm not seeing it yet. And although there are some numbers that PFF is putting together and a lot of stats being thrown around about how, okay, so let's take a look. How is Andrew Thomas comparing with the other top rookie offensive linemen, Tristan Wirfs, Mekhi Becton, Jedrick Wills? How is he comparing? I mean, someone tweeted this out. His stats are alarming compared to other offensive linemen. Okay. He's allowed a total of 13 quarterback pressures over the first 3 games. Okay, not great, but they're pressures, not sacks. 9 hurries, 3 hits, 1 sack allowed. Okay, so 1 sack allowed in 3 games. Not bad. Okay, he's allowed the quarterback to get hit on 3 occasions. You'd figure there's 60 plays per game. It's 180 plays. You'd say probably more than half of those are passes. 90, 100 plus pass attempts, maybe, and 3 hits, 3% of dropbacks. I don't know. And 9 hurries. Hurries. I mean, you know what you can do with hurries, okay? You can put it in a box. Make sure you tape it, secure a mailing label, and send that shit to the moon. I do not care about hurries. So, yeah, I mean, I guess it's alarming for someone who like doesn't watch the games or maybe is alarmed by the word hurries. Yeah, you don't want your guy getting hit, but 3 hits, and I don't think any of them have been hard hits. Like, for instance, when Thomas gets beat for, I guess it's the only sack by Quinn in the Bears game. Quinn beats him around the corner and he slaps Jones' wrist. The ball comes out. Is that a hit and a sack? Yeah, it sucks, but like that's not a hit, and it's not a sack. I just, I think that's people trying to get underneath Giants fans' skin and make us doubt this pick. This is not it's a no doubter for me. Only Bengals tackle and former Giant Bobby Hart has allowed more pressures through the first 3 weeks, and I guarantee if you watch the game tape on Bobby Hart, it doesn't look as good as Andrew Thomas. That is for sure. Mekhi Becton has allowed just 1 sack and 1 hurry, while his PFF grades are all above average for the season. Guess what? The guy can't stay healthy. He exited the game early against the Colts. He was not slated to play against the Broncos and had to come in as an emergency fill-in. I mean, I don't know. I mean, yeah, he's fucking a monster, and he looks good when he's healthy and playing, but can he stay on the field? And notably, Thomas did get a little banged up during the Niners game and had to leave for a couple snaps, but he came back in and he's practicing, so it looks like he's all good. Tristan Wirfs is playing at right tackle, which is a totally different position than left tackle. We all know that. To protect Tom Brady with the Bucs, the 13th overall selection has allowed just 2 pressures, 2 quarterback hits in 3 games. Again, it's right tackle. Typically, you're not really going up against the number 1 pass rusher. Also, who have the Bucs played? The Saints, the Panthers, and the Broncos. And the Broncos were without Von Miller. So, Thomas has to play the freaking Steelers. Awesome defensive front pass rush. Bears, awesome defensive front pass rush. 49ers, okay, obviously not great with all those pieces missing. But, he's got thrown into the fire. And then Jedrick Wills, who went 10th overall to the Browns, has allowed 2 pressures with 1 sack and 1 hurry. So, yeah, if you look at just those statistics, all right, sure, fine, why not? But you can't, so many people throwing in the towel on Thomas already. 3 games in. And maybe I'm not watching the game correctly, and I have not reviewed all 22 like a lot of other people, but I have not seen anything that, at least on social media, that has led me to believe that he's lost or he's getting beaten badly or that, he doesn't have promise. I'm just not seeing it.